God speaks softly through the air around you, my beloved one. Pause. Something larger than this earth is shifting under your feet right now. As you listen, the very walls around you are beginning to echo with a name only heaven knew until this hour. That name is yours. The sound of footsteps you don't hear is moving through a great unseen chamber. It's not a bank this time. It's something far older, a celestial treasury hall built before the earth took shape. Inside, towering pillars of crystal rise into infinity, and every surface glows with an inner fire of unspoken promises. Angels walk silently along the edges, their faces hidden, but their wings trembling with anticipation. They have carried scrolls, sealed and hidden for generations, each one engraved with golden letters. They place them upon a vast altar of light. Your name appears on one of them, burning softly like a sunrise. You sense it in your spirit, this isn't a dream. Heaven has prepared something that no hand can steal. And now the seal is breaking. A voice stronger than thunder but gentler than water whispers your name. It's not a shout, it's a vibration, like the heartbeat of eternity. You feel the ground shift inside you as though destiny itself is adjusting to make room for what's coming. On that altar, an object begins to rise. It isn't a check. It's far greater, a crown of compensation, woven from light, memories, and mercy. Each jewel in its band represents something taken from you, every delay, every betrayal, every tear. They have been gathered, melted into gold, and reforged as your inheritance. Archangel Michael stands at the far end of the hall, his sword lowered, his eyes fixed on you. Beloved, he says, his voice carrying across the dimensions, this crown is not ceremonial. It's a living decree. When it rests on your name, every system tied to your destiny must realign. Powers that resisted you will bow. Doors that slammed shut will become gates of favor. I brought it here not by chance, but by divine assignment. Around him, thousands of smaller lights flicker, not stars, but witnessing angels, holding records of your endurance. They begin to sing, their tones overlapping like water over stones. Each note carries a memory of your unseen victories. Michael lifts his hand and the hall dims. The crown floats forward, glowing brighter. He speaks again, this is not for display. This is your compensation. Everything you sowed in silence is about to bloom in the open. The heavens are under a holy alert for your release. You try to steady your breathing. Something inside you trembles, not fear, but recognition. Michael continues, child, there is a test even now. Forces will try to claim what heaven meant for you. They will whisper, this is too much for one person. They will plan to divert what's written for you. But hear me, what heaven seals, no rival can unseal. Your belief is the key that draws it from the invisible into the visible. The altar pulses, the crown glows hotter, until beams of light shoot outward like living rivers. They strike unseen barriers and break them apart. You feel a vibration in your spirit as though chains are loosening. Michael turns, looking past you, towards something you can't yet see. His sword rises slightly. A ripple of power moves outward, making the pillars tremble. He says, stay close to this moment. Do not step away. The unveiling has begun. Behind the altar, a massive ledger of heaven opens by itself. Pages turn with no wind, revealing columns of names, dates, and promises. Your name appears, written in strokes of liquid gold. Next to it, a new entry writes itself, inheritance released. One of the angels gasps softly. Another covers their face. The sound of wings fills the hall. Michael steps closer, his presence now like a warm storm. Beloved, I did not bring you here for a story. This is an activation. You are standing at the edge of a transfer no law can stop. Do you feel that warmth on your skin? That is not imagination. That is your destiny becoming tangible. The pillars flicker. The crown's light intensifies. The hall begins to echo your heartbeat as though it's a drum calling armies to attention. Michael says, if you believe, this crown will not just sit above your name. It will descend. It will wrap your life in divine encryption. Every attempt to interfere will backfire. Every hand that tries to touch it will be turned away by light. You reach out inwardly, you don't know how, but your spirit leans toward the crown. It moves, coming closer, until it hovers above you. Its jewels flash one by one, each a story: the night you cried alone, the day you were betrayed, the season you were delayed. All of it now molten gold. Michael raises his sword and touches the tip to the altar. Sparks leap like stars. He declares, the test ends when you say yes. And in that moment, you realize, this isn't about receiving an object. It's about becoming the living proof of heaven's promise. Michael's eyes soften. Child, he says, the world outside still looks ordinary, but heaven has already shifted in your favor. Systems you've never seen are moving. People you've never met are aligning. The ledger of heaven has already recorded your release. As he speaks, the angel's song grows louder. The hall brightens. The crown dips lower. Michael leans closer, his voice now a whisper inside your spirit. Do not doubt. Do not delay. For what is written under your name cannot be erased. The light has already gone ahead of you. The altar shakes. The ledger closes with a clap of thunder. The crown touches your head not physically, but you feel a warmth like a sunrise breaking through your skin. Michael says, it begins now. Every coded barrier is breaking. Every hidden gate is opening. You will walk through corridors of favor unseen by human maps. You sense it, a shift inside you like new breath filling your lungs. Michael's voice rises, the world will try to explain this. They will call it coincidence, luck, sudden success. But you will know it is heaven's repayment. Child, you are the sign. You are the miracle they cannot categorize. The hall trembles one last time. Light pours down from unseen heights, wrapping you in something softer than silk but stronger than steel. Michael steps back, his sword now blazing with golden fire. Stay, he says. There is more. What you feel now is only the first wave. The angels bow. The altar's light flickers like a heartbeat. The ledger begins to glow again, but this time with a deeper hue, as though another mystery is about to be revealed. Michael lifts his hand toward you. Are you ready for the unveiling? The hall grows silent. The light pauses midair. Heaven waits for your yes. And as you breathe, you realize the next moment will change everything. The silence stretches across the celestial hall, thick with anticipation. Every angel holds their breath, every pillar of light shimmers in expectation, and the crown of compensation hovers above you, its brilliance painting the hall with colors unseen by earthly eyes. Archangel Michael steps forward, the air around him vibrating with authority and gentle fire. Beloved, he whispers, yet the sound fills the entire hall, this is your moment of faith. Every step you have taken in darkness has led to this threshold. The unseen forces that once hindered you will now serve only as witnesses to your divine inheritance. You feel the warmth of the crown intensify. Not on your head, but inside your chest, like a sacred heartbeat syncing with your own. Every tear you shed, every door slammed in your face, every whisper of doubt that tried to suffocate you, all of it begins to dissolve, transformed into light that radiates from within. Michael raises his sword slightly, and suddenly, from its tip, threads of light weave outward, intertwining with the crown. Each thread carries a memory, moments of endurance, nights of quiet prayer, decisions made in courage. They bind together into a tapestry only heaven can see, and yet, you feel it coursing through your soul. The test, Michael continues, is not external. It is internal. You are being asked to step into a faith that defies reason, to claim what was always yours before the world knew your name. Behind you, the ledger of heaven pulses. Names, dates, promises scroll upward like ribbons of fire. Your name stands at the apex, glowing with golden intensity. A new line writes itself beneath it, blessing fully activated. The letters shimmer as if alive, dancing in rhythm with your heartbeat. Suddenly, the hall shakes. The pillars of crystal resonate, producing a tone so pure it vibrates through your entire being. Michael's voice grows louder, stronger, yet calm. Beloved, see what is unfolding. Every system tied to your life, human, earthly, even spiritual, is aligning with the decree written by heaven. Nothing can stop this. Every attempt to hinder, every hand that reaches for what is not theirs, will be turned aside. The universe itself bends to the word of faith you are about to speak. A soft wind moves through the hall. Not ordinary air, but the breath of the unseen realm. It stirs the crown, causing each jewel to shimmer like a beacon. A golden light pours downward, forming a pathway of illumination leading directly to you. Michael gestures toward it. Step into the path. Your yes activates the release. You feel a hesitation within. Not doubt, but awe. You have never stood at such a convergence of destiny and divine orchestration. And Michael's gaze penetrates the depth of your soul. Do not hold back. This is your inheritance. Every loss you endured was never for nothing. Every delay, every betrayal, every closed door has been a part of this preparation. As you breathe in, the light around the crown begins to ripple. The jewels pulse like living hearts, each beat a wave of energy moving through the entire hall. The angels begin a low hum, a sound you feel rather than hear. It resonates deep in your chest, aligning your spirit with the vibration of heaven itself. Michael raises his sword higher, and suddenly, the threads of light from the crown extend outward. They pierce invisible barriers surrounding the hall, breaking ancient contracts, releasing what was hidden, and dissolving interference that sought to block your destiny. See, beloved, he says, the walls of limitation cannot withstand what heaven ordains. From the shadows of the hall, shapes begin to emerge. Not men, not spirits, but forces that had opposed your progress. They reach out, trying to grasp the crown, to claim it for themselves. But as they touch the threads of light, they recoil, repelled by a power they cannot comprehend. Michael steps forward, his presence like a shield of fire. Nothing can take what is yours. Your faith is the gate, and it opens now. The crown tilts slightly, as if bowing to your spirit. You feel a wave of peace and strength wash over you. Every past fear, every doubt, every whisper of inadequacy is replaced by the certainty that heaven itself is orchestrating your success. You are not alone. You are guarded. You are chosen. Michael's voice softens, yet echoes with unshakable authority. Beloved, understand this, the value of what you are receiving is not measured in earthly currency. It is measured in restoration, divine favor, and the fulfillment of promises that were once delayed. Every plan that tried to suppress you now must bow to the light of destiny. A hush falls over the hall. Even the air seems to pause. And then, slowly, the crown descends. Not onto your head, but into the depths of your spirit, embedding itself as a living seal of heaven's covenant. You feel it settle, a warmth that spreads through every nerve, every sinew, every fiber of your being. Michael lowers his sword. Do you feel it? This is the activation. This is the moment your life is rewritten. You are not receiving a gift, you are reclaiming what was always yours. The systems of earth, the rules of men, the boundaries of time, they now serve your faith. A sudden flash of light illuminates the hall, revealing unseen chambers filled with scrolls and treasures, each representing an aspect of your life that was once delayed or blocked. Every scroll lifts, moving toward you as if drawn by an invisible force. They hover in a circle around the crown, then slowly dissolve into light, merging with the seal within your spirit. Michael steps closer. Child, take a deep breath. You are about to witness something extraordinary. The crown is more than gold, more than jewels. It carries memory, justice, and miracles. Every loss you endured has been converted into this one heavenly transfer. Every injustice faced has now been balanced. The angel's song intensifies. The sound vibrates the very crystals of the hall, creating a resonance that touches every corner of your being. You feel the fullness of heaven's acknowledgement, a recognition that no earthly system can give. You are being celebrated, restored, and elevated in ways unseen by human eyes. Michael lifts his sword once more, the tip glowing with golden fire. Beloved, listen carefully. The next phase requires faith. The release is in your yes. Speak it in your spirit. Affirm it in your heart. Do not wait for approval, do not doubt, do not hesitate. Your acceptance is the key that unlocks everything. You feel a surge of courage. Not a force pushing you, but a pull from within, a call that resonates with your very soul. And as you affirm silently, yes, I receive, the crown flares with radiant light, sending beams outward that pierce dimensions, sending waves of restoration, favor, and divine compensation across every aspect of your life. Michael's eyes shine with pride. Beloved, this is your proof. You are the one who holds the faith to activate heaven's provision. Every system that doubted you, every person who underestimated your path, will now witness the manifestation of what was always yours. The hall seems to stretch infinitely as the crown's light spreads. Your spirit vibrates with the energy of unseen blessings materializing. Angels hover closer, their wings brushing the glow, their voices harmonizing with the frequency of your restored destiny. Michael steps back, lowering his sword. Beloved, know this, the manifestation has begun. Earthly systems will respond. Opportunities will align. Doors will open. Communications will arrive. People and circumstances will shift to match the decree of heaven now sealed within you. A final hush falls over the hall. The crown hovers one last time, a beacon of infinite light, then dissolves into the essence of your spirit, leaving you radiant, empowered, and unshakable. Michael leans forward, his voice now intimate, yet universal. Beloved, your name is etched in light, your inheritance is secured. The world may not see it yet, but heaven celebrates, and nothing can alter what has been written. Your faith has activated the release. Your life is rewritten. Your blessing is unstoppable. My chosen one, step forward with courage. The angels bow. The hall fades softly, replaced by the quiet presence of divine energy lingering around you. You feel it everywhere in your chest, in your mind, in your awareness. Every delay, every betrayal, every struggle has been transformed into tangible restoration. Michael speaks one final time, softer than a whisper, yet it penetrates every cell of your being. Beloved, this is only the beginning. The crown is yours. The compensation is yours. The restoration is yours. Walk boldly, for heaven walks with you, and the world will bend to the faith you carry within. And as you breathe, you know the story is not over. This is the moment your life turns from hidden promise to visible reality. The activation has begun, and nothing in any realm can undo it. The light of the crown of compensation has merged with your spirit, yet the hall remains alive with unseen activity. The angels hover quietly, their wings brushing threads of energy that stretch into eternity. Michael stands nearby, his sword lowered, but his presence fills the space like a river of molten gold. Beloved, he says, his voice both gentle and commanding, you are not seeing the full scope of what has been activated. Every promise once hidden, every seed planted in silence, is now moving toward you. The universe itself shifts to honor what heaven has decreed. A soft ripple passes through the air. You feel it in your bones, a vibration unlike anything you've known. It carries the resonance of destiny aligning, systems bending, and doors opening where once only walls existed. Michael continues, child, understand this, what you are experiencing is more than restoration. It is a divine recalibration. Every force that once attempted to obstruct you has been neutralized. Every misstep you endured is now rewritten as proof of your faith. You are standing at the center of a transfer that spans beyond the visible world, touching realms no human eyes have seen. The angel's song rises again, subtle at first, then growing louder, harmonizing with the rhythm of your heartbeat. The notes form patterns in the air, visible as streams of golden light weaving around you. You realize that each stream is a blessing, a tangible manifestation of the prayers, tears, and endurance you once thought unseen. Michael steps closer, his eyes fixed on yours. Beloved, your faith is the key. Every hesitation, every moment of doubt, has been accounted for. But now, the moment calls for complete trust. Speak your acceptance, feel it in every fiber of your being, and watch as the invisible becomes visible. As you focus, the hall begins to shimmer, pillars of light extend upward, breaking through ceilings you cannot see, as though they reach into the very foundations of creation. Beams of energy descend, wrapping around your body, your spirit, and your heart. You feel them interlacing with the crown's power, completing the transfer. Look carefully, Michael instructs. What you see now is the manifestation of divine law. Nothing can stop what has been ordained. People, systems, and circumstances that once resisted you will now align, not by force, but because the light of heaven demands it. This is the miracle your soul has been waiting for. A sudden motion catches your attention. Across the hall, glowing figures emerge, not angels, not men, but remnants of every challenge you faced. Every betrayal, every closed door, every word spoken against you begins to shimmer, dissolve, and transform into golden light. They move toward the crown, merging into the essence of your restored destiny. Michael's voice rises, commanding the energy around you. Beloved, witness what heaven accomplishes when faith is activated. Your endurance has become gold. Your pain has been converted into provision. Your tears are no longer unnoticed. This is your reward, sealed in eternity, and no human or earthly system can alter it. You feel it in your chest, a steady, radiant warmth spreading through every nerve, every cell, every thought. It is not just compensation. It is empowerment. Every delay that once frustrated you now feels like a teacher who prepared you for this moment. Every obstacle now appears as a stepping stone, perfectly designed to position you here. Michael steps forward and extends his hand. From it, threads of light reach into the air, touching unseen ledgers, systems, and forces that govern earthly and spiritual realities. Beloved, these threads carry your authority. Every record of injustice, every delayed blessing, every attempt to divert your path is now rewritten in your favor. The power of heaven is complete, but it flows through your faith. Stand firmly and claim it fully. The air around you vibrates with energy. Sounds of distant celestial choirs fill your mind. You realize that each note, each vibration, is designed to align not only events in your life but also the hearts and minds of those who will witness your miracle. Michael speaks again, beloved, this is not the end. This is the beginning of a cascade. Every step you take from this moment forward will carry the resonance of divine favor. Every door that opens will be more than opportunity, it will be confirmation. Every encounter, every call, every message will bear the signature of heaven, because your inheritance has been activated in full. Suddenly, the crown pulses one final time. Beams of light shoot outward, tracing invisible paths through space and time. You feel it not just in this hall, but everywhere, across continents, in unseen realms, in systems of influence, your destiny begins to unfold with unstoppable precision. Michael lowers his sword, his eyes soft but fierce. Beloved, hear this clearly, what has been activated cannot be reversed. Every delay, every trial, every obstacle was necessary to prepare you, but they no longer have authority. Heaven's decree stands. Your name, your faith, your yes, these are now your keys. Claim it. The angel's song reaches a crescendo. Every note resonates with your very being. And in that vibration, you sense the completion of a sacred transaction. It is not merely about wealth, opportunity, or success. It is about restoration, empowerment, and fulfillment, the realization that every aspect of your life now carries the signature of heaven. Michael steps close, his voice a whisper that carries like thunder in your spirit. Beloved, the world will not understand immediately. They may attempt to label it coincidence, luck, or sudden success. But you will know the truth, this is heaven's design, a divine transfer encoded with light, faith, and the power of the Most High. Walk with courage. Speak with authority. Act with the confidence that comes from being fully aligned with heaven's decree. You sense movement behind you, not of people, but of forces previously unseen, flowing now in harmony with the light surrounding you. Every effort once made against you is neutralized. Every delay is replaced with acceleration. Every closed door now opens in sequence, perfectly timed to match the rhythm of the divine orchestration unfolding in your life. Michael gestures to the glowing threads of light that extend outward from the crown. These threads, he says, are your connection to every blessing activated in your favor. Every opportunity, every provision, every restoration will find its way to you effortlessly because they are guided by heaven itself. A deep hush falls over the hall. Time seems suspended. And then, slowly, the crown's light condenses into your chest, settling there as a permanent seal. You feel it in every breath, every heartbeat, every thought. It is yours. Fully. Unstoppable. Eternal. Michael kneels slightly, resting a hand on the altar of light. Beloved, he whispers, from this moment forward, everything unfolds differently. Your past, once a burden, is now a foundation. Your present, once uncertain, is now a platform. And your future, once veiled, is now illuminated by the light of heaven. Walk boldly. Act faithfully. Claim your inheritance without hesitation. The angels bow. Their song softens to a gentle hum, resonating like a heartbeat in the halls of eternity. You feel the fullness of heaven's approval, the weight of every promise now manifesting. Every barrier has been removed. Every force aligned. Every blessing activated. Michael steps back. His wings stretch wide, glowing like molten fire in the celestial light. Beloved, remember this, the crown is not the end, it is the beginning. The inheritance is yours, but your faith must continue to flow. Your spirit must continue to align with heaven. Only then will the world fully witness the miracles written for you. You take a deep breath. The light settles within you. The air hums with energy, carrying whispers of unseen angels. You sense the divine orchestration flowing outward, touching systems, people, and opportunities that once seemed impossible. Michael's voice, calm and unwavering, reaches deep into your spirit. Beloved, this is the completion of the sacred transfer. You are now fully equipped to step into the life heaven has prepared. Go forth, claiming every promise, walking boldly, speaking truth, and living fully in alignment with your divine destiny. Your faith has activated the release. Your blessing is unstoppable. My chosen one, it is done. A final wave of light passes through the hall, and the scene begins to fade, leaving only the sense of divine presence around you. You are aware now, not just in your mind, but in your very being, that every promise, every favor, every restoration is yours. Fully. Eternally. Unquestionably. And as you stand in the stillness, you hear Michael one last time, a whisper that carries through every dimension. Beloved, walk forward with courage. You are the miracle. You are the chosen. You are fully aligned with heaven's will. Nothing can alter what has been activated. Nothing can stop what is now yours. Step boldly. Speak truth. Receive fully. And know this, the world will bow to the power of your faith. The angel's hum lingers, fading slowly, leaving a vibration in your spirit that will not dissipate. Every system, every force, every delay has been rewritten. Your life is transformed. Your blessing is complete. And the crown of compensation, though invisible now, remains eternally in your spirit, a living proof of heaven's promise fulfilled.